Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and this is the latest update from Ukraine. Let's go to the eastern side where we have some change on the front lines. As I told you many times before, Russia put one of their main military hubs in Isum city and they want to use that city to attack Slaviansk and Kramatorsk. Well, those cities are very secured. We put our own defense lines near to Slaviansk and Kramatorsk, and also there's the natural obstacle, some of the water storages across the M03 road. So the only possible direction for Russian attack is from Liman direction or from Svetohirsk and Bohorodishne. Then they will go through the woods to reach this highway on the way to Slaviansk. But today Ukrainian army was able to push them a little. So if we go to the timeline, you see it was yesterday and it is today. So we pushed them away from Dybrivne village over here, and also we corrected the front line near to Mazanivka and also near to Bogorodishne. Bogorodishne was partially taken by Russian forces. I don't know why that bridge hadn't been destroyed, because Russia used it for their needs. So actually they took the vast part of this village and they can use this road on the way to M03, one more possible direction for the Russian army to reach Slaviansk city. But here, if they're gonna reach Slaviansk, just for example, I do not believe in it, but let's assume that they are in a city still, it's very hard to get to Kramatorsk, because here we have also rivers and natural obstacles, bridges, etc. So it's impossible for them to reach Kramatorsk from Slaviansk without losing significant part of their forces. If they take Bakhmut, they may try to reach Konstantinovka over here and to go to Kramatorsk from the south. And here we have the detailed information, the tactical chart showing the defense lines of Ukrainian forces and also Russian attack forces. They are coming from Pokrovsk and Stryapivka over here to Solidar, and they want to get to Bakhmut, and after Bakhmut to Konstantinovka and then go on the north to Kramatorsk. Also they want to get to Semihiria over here and take this road over here on the way to Bakhmut also. But we have lots of the forces, as you can see, that created also the defense line, and Bakhmut itself, as you can see, it is defended by Ukrainian forces. So I do not expect that this city falls in nearby future. And this is the bigger picture for you just to see. So here near to Bogorodishne there are some fighting ongoing, and this bridge still exists as shown in a picture. And Slaviansk, as you can see, we have this defense line over here, defense line near to Dolina, defense line near to Slaviansk itself. We were able to build here defense line with Azov regiment, and also we have defense line near to Radio Gorodok. So for Russians, they would lose lots of forces if they try to go to Slaviansk and Kramatorsk, my friends. And here the fighting is ongoing on the eastern side of Ukraine. As you can see, we have some of the flags here. So here we have Belarus battalion that fights on the Ukrainian side, and here try to remember this flag. Actually, it's modern type of the Russian flag that Russian resistance carry to fight against the Russian regime. So they fight for Ukraine right now here on the eastern side of Ukraine near to the Siversk. So I just want to say that the war is not against Russian people or Belarusian people. You see, those people, they fight for Ukraine right now because they hate Russian government. So the war isn't going between the Russian government, obviously Russians also responsible for what is happening in their country and what is happening in Ukraine, but good people fight for Ukraine right now. And as you can see, we have lots of our battalions and groups and regiments across the front line. So we were able to put lots of defense forces, and we have most part of Ukrainian army here on the eastern part of Ukraine. And let's move to the south, my friends, to Kherson. Russia in their turn built defense line over here across the city itself and near to Chernobyevka, the military airfield. Here you can see those crosses. Well, those are coming from the satellite showing the fire in the area, so we have lots of them in that area. And Russia also was able to build a defense line near to Novakhovka, We haven't targeted the dam here, however, we targeted Antonovsky Bridge, and Russia already worked on restoring that way to supply their forces. That means that we should fire again to that bridge. Why haven't we destroyed it so far? Because we need to keep it for the Russian goodwill gesture. Then they will go out from Kherson themselves, so they need to have some way to retreat. Also, the bridge here across the Ingulets village was destroyed, and Russia started to build the other bridge just nearby, the military one, Panton Bridge we call it, and that one should also be destroyed for Russians. About this dam over here, it shouldn't be destroyed because, as I say to you many times, we have the water storage over here. Destroying this dam will bring devastation to Kherson and neighboring villages because yeah, the water will go very fast and the level, this river level, will increase dramatically. And I heard that Russia probably can perform some of the provocations here with the dam, destroying it themselves and blaming Ukraine, but I hope they will not do it. There is a Russian base just near to this dam, and we were able to target this road over here and also Russian military base. Russia also built some kind of defense lines near to Ishchenka village, and this bridge was destroyed I think a long time ago, and the fighting is ongoing near to Belahirka over here. So we need to take this road across the front lines to reach Novakhovka and this dam, and we need to take this road and this road to reach Kherson. I hope we're gonna start this massive counterattack very soon in August. And now I just want to turn on the fire detection from the satellite image, and here you can see the spots everywhere. So those are randomly positioned, and we have the wildfire season right now ongoing, so there could be some fires across the fields, so not obviously connected to the war that is ongoing here in Ukraine. Some kind of shelling in this area, I'm not sure, my friends, but I see many spots on the Russian controlled territory telling that they cannot extinguish the fires on the fields. If we go to the satellite image, you can see that here are just fields and fields, all the Kherson Oblast covered with fields used for agriculture needs and not forests at all. As you can see, my friends, there was no big movement today. The situation more or less stands still. However, Ukrainian forces pushed Russia in Isum direction. That's great. And now let's go to some of the news and events. Guys, believe me or not, but Russia stays one of the main weapon suppliers to Ukrainian armies, so we were able to capture one more tank, T-72 of Russia, and how we fix it. And this is the picture of the tank itself. It has some snake on a turret, V, Z, so it's very hard to identify where this tank came from, because V is for the North group, Z is for the South group of Russians, and we just paint it over. There is the information here without any video or photo proofs that Ukraine destroyed Sukhoi Su-25 attack jet airplane of Russian forces. That's good. The mayor of the Kharkiv city presented those kind of bunkers to hide people from the, I don't know, bombs and rockets. I think it's a good idea to build them on the top of the ground. I think we should dig into the ground for better protection, because if the rocket will just go into this bunker, it may destroy it. Today, President Zelensky dismissed the commander of the Special Forces of Ukraine. I don't know why, but we got this information. And also information coming from our military that we shot down one more Ka-52 attack helicopter of Russian forces with Igla man-pod system. Right, this guy from Ukrainian intelligence, Kirill Budanov, said that we're gonna use HIMARSes instead of Tochka-U tactical ballistic rocket systems, because we don't have lots of those systems. And yeah, could be HIMARS, but HIMARS is in lack of those ballistic rockets, and I guess in future we'll have those ballistic rockets for the HIMARSes. As you probably know, this system Su-25 is very effective against Russian armored vehicles and tanks, and there are so many photos and videos famously known now on YouTube how we destroy Russian tanks, and mainly we use those kind of pickup trucks, Toyota or Mitsubishi, wherever, usually it's like that, to deliver Su-25 on the front line and to make it more mobile, let's say. And recently I also donated quite a lot of funds to buy this kind of truck for our army. Some interesting news are coming from Kazakhstan. They start to invest more into their army because they do afraid that Russia would try to attack their territory as well. Just to remind you, Russia and Kazakhstan are in the same military alliance. However, recently Kazakhstan started to develop their own policy, and probably they're gonna get out from the ODKB, which is the Common Military Union. Germany delivered first Gepard anti-aircraft tanks to Ukrainian army. Well, those are awesome, especially against the drones. And some interesting news from China. They stopped the investment into the Silkway that should have gone across the Russian territories. Dealing with Russia nowadays is very risky even for Russian friends as China. So they afraid of getting into the secondary sanctions applied by Western countries on China. The DJI Mavic 3 is one of the best surveillance quadrocopters available for our army. It has the zoom camera, it has fantastic range, and it can stay in the air for 30 minutes per one battery, so we use them a lot. However, DJI stopped selling their products for Ukraine and Russia because those drones are used mainly nowadays for military purposes. And we got many of those lorries recently. Those are man-cat used to tow the artillery systems like FH-70, and this is the German-made truck, my friends. Awesome. The Israeli Special Forces Mossad say that they eliminated the Iran chief of the drone program. Just to remind you, Russia wanted to get some of the military drones from Iran, and there are some rumors that Iran actually sent some of the Shahid 128 drones to Russia. However, not many, because one of the factories based in Damascus, Syria, was destroyed again by Israeli. So Israel helps a lot to Ukraine nowadays. The United States Department of Defense published the information that they will send more HIMARSes and Phoenix Ghost drones to Ukrainian army. That's awesome. Our Minister of Infrastructure and Transport said that in case of Russian attacks on Ukrainian ports, we're gonna stop the negotiation for further green corridors to provide seats across the Black Sea to the third countries, because it could be risky for the international ships. The Guatemalan leader Alejandro Giammetti attended Kiev today. I don't know what disease does he have. I don't know. Tell me in the comment section, my friends. Maybe you know, because I tried to find it and I couldn't. But anyways, we have a good support by the Guatemalan leaders of Ukraine, and also they say they're gonna support us in the United Nations. However, now what I see, United Nations should be reformed because they cannot do anything with Russia. Ukraine has ground down Russia's armed business. So what does it mean? It means that Russia sends all that they have, all the weapons, to the front lines for their own forces. Russia has cancelled many of the contracts for the African and Asian countries, and now China and the United States of America supplying those weapons to the third countries. Yesterday on the stream I got the question, then we'll have Slovakian MiGs delivered to Ukraine. Well, we have the information about it. They will be delivered in August, and we're gonna receive 11 of the fighter jets. Awesome. I hope that we also receive the rockets for those airplanes. My friends, I'll keep you updated about the situation here in Ukraine. If you like this video, press the like. And anyways, there are so many ways how you can support my channel. I put everything to the video description just below. You may support me on Patreon, Donatello, or PayPal. So wherever you like. Those of you who support me, my friends, you are awesome. Thank you so much for your kind support. I wish you a peaceful sky wherever you are. Have a great time.